right, we're back on the night show. Shabi, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, AJ, for the lovely invite as always.
Thank you. It's always great having you here in this segment. How's your weekend going?
It's going pretty well, but it's cold, and I
Very
don't see a
cold.
popcorn too.
No popcorn. Our popcorn guy is out on vacation. Sorry.
Yeah,
I promise to get
unfortunately.
you popcorn next time, though.
But he does bring very good popcorn, by the way.
Now it's a competition.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at the movies that we have coming out this weekend. Unfortunately, Bollywood doesn't have any mainstream movies coming out this weekend.
Due to the restrictions, I think.
Yeah, so, and even in Kuwait, the movies that are coming out are kind of old from last year.
Yeah.
So we're going to skip on those, and we're going to talk about the movies releasing in the States tonight. Our first movie is called Redeeming Love. It's a drama, romance, history film. It deals with child abuse, so it's a very sensitive subject.
Okay.
And it's based on a novel by Francine Rivers.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's
know,
an
you
adaptation.
read a lot, right?
Yeah, it's an adaptation, but I think this is a contemporary novel.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's not a classical one. Because
Yeah.
the name, I think I've run through,
You ran through it.
bestsellers, the new ones, yeah.
It stars Abigail Cohen and Tom Lewis. Our next film is The King's Daughter. It's an action-adventure fantasy film
Okay.
starring, is this guy your favorite James Bond?
Which one?
Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce? No,
No.
rather no. It's not
Who's your favorite
Pierce.
James Bond?
It's Sean Connery, of course.
Of course, everyone's
I mean,
favorite.
there's
Was
no
he the
comparison.
first? The first.
He's the first and
best.
the last for
The
us.
last.
There is no James Bond afterwards.
It stars him and Kaya Scodelario. So it's just a fantasy film about the
Okay.
King's Daughter.
So it's not a King's Man,
No,
as what
that's
we
a
had a
different
few
movie
weeks earlier.
last
This is
week.
the King's Daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty cold in the box office this week, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
There is nothing spicy, nothing to ignite your year
Not
with.
really. They're just making us wait for those big blockbusters.
Yeah, I see something in the horizon. A bat, maybe.
Really?
Something coming
Something
close.
coming out in March?
Yes.
The Batman?
Yes, this
right?
is definitely we're waiting
Batman?
for.
Yes. I love the actor.
Hmm.
Do not associate him with Twilight.
Definitely.
He's done so many other things. And I think he's going to do a very good Bruce Wayne Batman.
Adaptation. Yes,
Yeah.
I totally agree. I mean, he does have the academic capability to shine
Right.
beyond what's the original or unorthodox playing and acting, what we're seeing in the recent years.
Yes,
So
I'm
I'm
looking
definitely
forward
looking
to
forward
it.
for
We
this,
should go
yeah.
watch it together.
Yeah, and we'll try to watch it before Mr. Popcorn. So
Before Mr. Popcorn.
Yes.
Next movie is The Tiger Rising. It's a family film.
Okay.
It stars child actors, actually. Christian Convery and Madeline Mills,
Okay.
featuring Queen Latifah.
Okay, so new names with
With Queen Latifah and other
Interesting.
co-stars.
Definitely, this is a PG movie, I think.
PG, family film, family-friendly film. You can take all members of your family.
Okay.
I think this will be an interesting movie.
So this is the only one you think that's gonna be interesting from what
Of
you've
all the
mentioned?
movies I've mentioned, I'm interested in Redeeming Love
Okay.
because I like the subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see how they're gonna deal with the situation and how the story unfolds.
Okay, this is interesting. This is what happens when the box office is cold.
Yeah.
So do you want to save the ticket and watch it
Right,
for free on
right.
cable, or you're gonna gamble and go for the popcorn? You never know.
You know? Our next film is an action horror thriller.
Whoa.
Maybe this will intrigue you.
Which is
War Hunt.
War Hunt. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Takes place in 1945,
Interesting here.
starring Mickey Rourke
Interesting.
and Robert Nepper. Do you know Robert Nepper? Prison Break.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen him in anything else.
Yeah, he always takes this
Villain.
sleazy guy,
Sleazy
you
guy.
know, who always backstab other
Right?
people.
I loved Prison Break. You watched it, of course.
Of course, yeah,
What a
with the
great
whole pocket
series.
thing.
Did you watch the revival, season 5 or 6?
I
The new one?
haven't. Revival is.
They
is
made
it-
a new season to continue the story.
Oh, wow.
Because Schofield didn't die at the end.
They keep bringing people up. And
I mean, I
out.
liked it. I didn't mind it.
Okay.
And they might do another season.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it that low in Hollywood right now?
I mean,
to
it's-
keep milking other.
and our classic film of the week, just like last week, you guys talked about it.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's an amazing fantasy. It's an amazing movie.
You're not gonna believe this. I've never watched it.
Now, convince me why. You're running a movie segment,
Right.
okay, and you're missing out on the most successful fantasy franchise of all time.
2 reasons. What
Why?
year did it come out?
It came out in 2001.
So I was 6. That's one.
Okay.
2, I don't really like time period movies.
Okay, but you know that you could always watch it on cable or you
Yeah,
can
I know.
rent the
And you know what?
Blu-ray.
I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna like it. It looks good.
Okay.
And I'll see what's all the fuss is
I'll
about.
make it simple on
Okay.
you. Did you watch Harry Potter?
No.
You haven't? Okay, because if you had, I would tell you this is Harry Potter, but for adults.
Interesting.
Okay, so it's a more amplified magic and fantasy and all. You would enjoy this much more. It's right now. It's playing in cinema in 1950.
Yes,
4
1954.
Film House, which is located in Al-Kut in Fahahil.
Good. Yes.
As always, they give us a classic theme of what is playing, and they always take adaptations from the classic movies.
Right.
They don't show contemporary movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do, but the main focus of it
The main
is
focus
classic
is-
movies like
yeah.
Lord of the Rings. And I hope
cool.
we see
Maybe
much
I'll go
more
see it in
titles.
theater.
You should.
Maybe.
At least we don't have a popcorn here. You can
I'll
get a
get
popcorn
popcorn
over
there.
there. But I would recommend you that you take a good nap before that because this is a 3 hours duration.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you'll love it. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
Okay. Last movie is a movie you want to talk about. It's a classical film, not showing right now. The Long Goodbye, starring Elliot
Gold.
Gold.
Okay,
So tell me about
we'll
this
start with this one. So,
Yeah.
The Long Goodbye. Ben asked me last week if there was a classic movie, what would you talk about? So, I chose randomly The Long Goodbye. It's the first thing that came to my mind. It's a 1975 classic by Robert Altman. It's a crime mystery noir
Crime
drama.
mystery, yes. He
And
assists someone to solve a crime, but then he gets implicated.
yes, it's someone who does a simple everyday favor for a friend, which gives him a ride. And upon returning, he discovers that this ride opens many layers and many problems for him, and he finds himself implicit in a mystery murder. So he's a PI, which makes things much more interesting. And he have this classic character, like what we see in Humphrey Bogart movies, in the 40s or 50s. And you find him trying to find the answers on what really happened. So why is this movie special? It's an action, we can say it's a noir crime mystery.
It's in black and white.
No, it's
It's
colored. Yeah, it's 1975. But the thing is, there is one shot
In
in
black
the
and white?
movie. No, one shot only.
What is it?
So usually in movies like this, you can see multiple scenes, you can see multiple gunfire, but it did not go that way. So they let everything down on the monologue. The monologue, there is no acts of
So
violence.
what do you mean
even
by
though-
one shot?
One shot, there is just one bullet that was triggered in the movie.
Oh, one gunshot.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
One actual shot.
Okay.
Okay, and it came perfectly because when you watch a movie with that caliber, you expect at any moment something's gonna happen, but it didn't. And it took its time. And I think this is the best Elliot Gold movie I've ever seen. And I know most of people today, they know him from one of the old guys in Ocean's
Right.
series. But when you watch that movie, you're gonna have a complete different opinion on it.
Would you say this movie is one of your favorite movies of all time?
As a noir classic, yes, definitely it is. And if you watch it, you're gonna have a surprising big fat cameo appearance by one of the greatest action actors of all
Who?
times, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I'll be back.
I'm like, is that Arnie? You know?
Get to the chopper.
Exactly. And it was actually him. No, but seriously, this is a movie. If you're into classic movies, you definitely need to watch it. And I think you're doing a segment on that, right?
Right. I do Clack It on Sundays, on Thursdays on Kuwait TV Channel 2 at 10:30. Don't forget to watch that.
Okay.
And we talk about movies all the time. We talk about 3 different films and a segment about movies. So I'd love to have you on the show too.
Definitely. If you have popcorn, I'm much more
I'll get popcorn.
intrigued. So what do you serve? Popcorn, coffee, tea?
Popcorn and your favorite beverage,
Definitely.
cold
Okay.
or hot.
Okay, definitely.
All right, it's a deal. All right, that's it for the movies this weekend. We'll be right back with Russia to wrap up the show.